Yo, 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 what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? Back once more with another daily live stream, day 79 now, I believe. And the title speaks for itself, but we have to have this talk anyways, right? Point being, block out the FUD. Simple as that. The message is quite simple. Obviously, this video, this live stream, we've got sources to showcase why the FUD surrounding Kaspa right now is purely around its price action. Of course, people are saying that Kaspa is dead. Yet, yesterday, and even now, the volume in Kaspa is not showing signs that it's dead. If anything, it's still very much alive. The price action is just not going up. That's really it. The meme tokens, of course, are also going absolutely crazy, which will help with Kaspa's future adoption going forward as well. And then we've got other crypto development news, whether it be from other projects, whether it be with, political sort of stuff happening right now, and other new major milestones, which is all in all very, very good to see. But as always, if you enjoy these streams, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. Toggle delay, my man. Welcome back to the stream. Good morning to you. Bingo bangers. Again, morning, afternoon to you all too. Dead duck, afternoon to you, man. Kaspa's going to 2x by 2025. Yes. I mean, 2x being 25 cents. Yeah, I think Kaspa will definitely hit 25 cents by the end of this year. I'm still holding strong on my belief that I'll hit 35 cents by the end of this year potentially. We'll have to wait and see, of course. But yes, to get into it firstly, obviously, over the last year, or even since Kaspa's initial launch from the very, very beginning, we've not really had to go through any hardship. It's just been up and up, better, bigger, trilemma solving, more and more developments. It's been very, very bullish, right? And everyone's obviously got into Kaspa for that reason, because everyone's like, oh, Kaspa's the net Bitcoin, it's going to keep going up. This is the first time ever that Kaspa's gone through some form of significant hardship. We've had FUD before, with other Bitcoin maxis trying to call us out for being fake. From the little situation that happened here and there with the first bad launch of KRC20, which actually wasn't even that bad, but it didn't go as intended. There's been FUD here and there, right? But this is the first time we've seen some truly strong resistance with Kaspa, where we've seen the price correct and the FUD is at all-time highs. Right now, it's probably the toughest test of conviction that a 1 year holder has endured. Because of course, we've been holding Kaspa for, a year. Would have got in November. Around November 16th, whatever, around 15 cents, and right now we're at 12.7. Right now, Kaspa is actually up 1.31% on the daily time frame at 12.75 cents. So it's doing okay today for the most part, but either way, it doesn't really matter. In the long-term side of things, of course, Kaspa's going to go much higher, but also for those who've been holding it for that year period, you're actually down. I get that. I'm forever trying to sympathise with those who have lost money on Kaspa right now. But I still stand strong that Kaspa is going to be one of the best long-term holds in this cycle and cycles to follow. Getting in now again, do your own research, not financial advice, but getting in now is still something that I am doing, and I'm holding on to it, and I'm not going to sell Kaspa. At least not until my price range, as I mentioned in the past. But it's a very, very tough time to be a Kaspa holder. We are seeing constantly Kaspa is dead, posts all the time. And it's at times that you've got to realise, right, when there's a massive incentive around a project, the opposite tends to happen quite quickly. If you've been in this space long enough, you'll know. When people are FOMOing and ever-loving hell of a project, like Sui, for example, right now. Sui, everyone's jumping ship and loving Sui. Sui's still doing very, very well. Right now, Sui's up 3.21%, an all-time high around here. And I still think Sui could do quite well. Like, it could still go up from here. But point being is, around this period here, when people were hating Kaspa as well, everyone was talking about Sui. Everyone thought it was going to go to $3 the next week or something stupid. And now, Sui still talked about quite a lot, but it's dipped down a little bit because there's no longer just bullish price action. It's now having a bit of a correction cycle. Point being is, now the sentiment behind Kaspa right now is just purely Kaspa is dead. This could be an incentive that Kaspa may turn tail and the bottom's in, and we could see a flip very, very soon. Now, of course, that's speculative. But this is one key factor that Kaspa is not dead. Right here. Because yesterday we saw Kaspa correct very heavily down to this bottom region here of 12 cents, at the very bottom at 12 cents, finishing down at 12.5 cents on the daily time frame yesterday. Kaspa's 24-hour trading volume increased by 221%, from around 30 million to 100 million 24-hour trading volume. That's the highest it's been in the past 20 days. That's a very, very big deal. And on Gate.io, it had improved from the rank 30th of most popular to 6th in terms of trading volume. So that indicating that market makers are recognizing the profitable potential and are actively involved in it. Point being is, this project can't be dead if there's still an incentive to get involved in it. Right now, Kaspa has come back down, but even then it's still at 63.21 million 24-hour trading volume. It's come down significantly since yesterday, but it's still very high, at least for the most part. I'm not sure where it ranks right now in CoinMarketCap. It used to tell you where it ranked, but either way, the volume right now is still high. And not to mention also, the hash rate is continuing to stay at high levels, peaking earlier today at 1.26, which I think is near an all-time high level for it. And furthermore, if you look at the wallets and addresses, that number's still going up. Look at right now on the 24-hour. 1,200 crabs, 500 octopuses, 156 fishes, 2 more sharks and 2 more whales. We lost a few dolphins, maybe because they took some out to go to fishes, or maybe bought more to go to sharks. Either way, we lost some dolphins, but point being is, we have been seeing a massive influx in wallet holders right now still. So even though Kaspa's coming down, what people are therefore realizing, some people at least who are doing their own research and realize what Kaspa is, they're realizing that the bottom for Kaspa must be nearly in, or even is in now. That's why we're seeing more and more people buying. This number has not gone down at all. This is the highest we've seen, I think, of Kaspa. When we had KRC20 launched, it was at 435,000. Now it's at 444. And Kaspa's at a much lower level. KRC20 was around the 15th of August, if I'm not mistaken. August, September. No, 15th of September. So it was around here. This is KRC20 right here. And we are down, what, about 30% maybe? Yeah, 30% since KRC20. And the number of wallet addresses has almost 10k more. I don't know, that's not a dead project. That's not a dead project in my mind's eye. The hash rate's still going higher, and they just are still climbing up more and more. The price is not going up. But of course, people are going to be worried about that, and that's fine. That's fine. I think for the most part, again, this is also speculative, but I think there's enough logical belief behind it to suggest that the reason why Kaspa's price is correcting is because the bigger wallet addresses, which come from, the ones down here, including exchange listings as well, are potentially manipulating the price, but also because we're seeing a massive incentive, a shift with the KRC20 meme tokens. Right now, they are going absolutely insane. You can see here, Kaspa Ghost, soaring through the charts, it's up 90% and back in the top 5 gainers on XT. It's been on XT in less than a week. That is very, very big. There's a lot of incentive behind Kaspa right now, but that is not all. Nacho is now tradable on Change Finance, the DEX, which are going to be out very, very soon, if not out already. So the US and China friends, your last chance to join the action. Again, so that's very big news. So more adoption coming to Nacho, the biggest stablecoin for Kaspa. Not stablecoin, meme token for Kaspa. Their chart is now also live on TradingView. So the adoption and the reach they can get now to look into Nacho is now growing more and more, which is also bullish news for Nacho. More listings. Kaspi is now being added to XT Innovation Zone. As I mentioned previously, because Conan is also in the Innovation Zone. The Innovation Zone is the same thing to an extent as an actual listing. The difference is that it means the exchange, so XT in this case, they are monitoring it closely. So it means that Kaspi and Conan is already on. Kaspi is going to be coming very, very soon. But these KRC tokens are going to be listed on XT, and should they perform to the exchange's likings, then they'll officially list it and take. Well, then they'll just remove from the innovation and just be on the exchange, without a grace period, if you will. Right now we have Kaspa Ghost on XT, Conan Innovation Zone, and now Kaspa is coming to Innovation Zone. So XT is getting more and more token listings, but again, we've got more. Kaspa, so we've got CoinX as well. Nacho's on CoinX. We have Kaspi, who's also on CoinX as well. And Kaspa Ghost Kaspa is now also going to be listed on CoinX. So again, we are now seeing a quick. It happened in the span of a week. In the span of a week, we've seen Nacho having Pionex, CoinX, Change Finance, and many more seemingly on the way. They've announced that. We've seen Kaspi have XT Innovation Zone, CoinX, speculation about MEXC incoming. We've seen Kaspa Ghost having the likes of CoinX now. We've also seen XT as well. I think we've seen another one as well that I can't think about it right now. We've had many, many more as well. Here's Somps. People have obviously forgot a bit about Somps, and that's understandable. Somps not been doing that much. If you look at it right now, Somps is Something's now actually here. It's actually come back up. You know, that market cap was much lower. It's done very well today, 149. The reason why is because SOMPS has now just announced that they have officially received a listing offer for MEXC, which would therefore mean that it will be the biggest exchange to list a KRC20 token. Right now, Kaspi has also announced that. But again, so until we actually see it, of course, we can't say nothing for it. But the point being is, we now have 2 KRC20 tokens that are going to be listed on MEXC very, very soon. So that is very good to see. And this is a sort of adoption we're seeing. That's why we're seeing KRC20 tokens going very, very parabolic. Nacho, $65.5 million market cap. 24-hour trading volumes just short of 1 million. Kaspi, 10.5, 300,000 24-hour trading volume. Bird's jumped up massively, 270%, 4,290,000. The meme tokens are doing incredible. Look at Kaspa. If we go from, this is actually very, very bullish. A lot of these people, again, that's what I think a lot of people are doing. That's why Kaspa's price is still not performing as well. It's not its time right now. It's been manipulated, in my opinion. Again, that's speculative. But also, I strongly believe that a lot of the Kaspa holders, which is right for them to do so if they choose to, yes, is to taking their profits, taking their holdings even out of Kaspa to put it into these meme tokens, because right now it's still meme season, especially for KRC20 right now. They're very, very early on. And a lot of them are making significant gains right now, especially now. As I've just showed you in the past 5-10 minutes, multiple of the bigger KRC20 tokens are getting listings left, right, and center out of every angle you could think of. Alice Crypto Dubai here puts latest and greatest KRC20 updates. Nacho now officially tradable on Change Finance and the DEX and Coinex.com. DOGE, which I know people are a bit. I've heard a bit about DOGE. I'm still not, bullish on DOGE, so to speak, but DOGE seems to be doing quite well. $16.3 million market cap. Trading volume is quite low in comparison. Its holders aren't all that much either. But either way, DOGE is now available on CoinMarketCap, so you can see it on there, and CoinGecko. Major central exchanges has been signed, and Third Sex is on the table as well. So they've addressed the FUD, and the community seems to be happy with the response. So the FUD, of course, regarding the burning and the fact that is 100% pre-minted, so people are a bit worried about it. They've addressed that, which is good, because this is the sort of thing that if you, it's best to hear them address it than just to ignore it, because that would not incentivize any form of confidence in the community, right? So DOGE is equally, getting some growth and adoption, and then Pepe as well is now crowdfunding for a centralized exchange listing, and is in conversation with the top tier exchange apparently. That would be huge. I'd be surprised to see. I mean, I say surprised. It's not uncommon. It's not out of question to see one of the KRC20 tokens get listed before Kaspa on a top tier exchange. But right now the Telegram continues to grow, and the holders have increased by 10% recently. So we're seeing Pepe as well, equally doing very, very well. Right now it's at $2.6 million market cap, 17,000 24-hour trading volume. So we're seeing a continued growth in KRC20. And what I do believe is that with the growth and adoption from these listings with KRC20, people who are making money through them, they may then start flipping those profits they made into KRC20 back into Kaspa. Because these projects, they are in conjunction, they are tied to Kaspa. Right now, Kaspa's not pumping because it's not time for it. Right now, it's down at its all-time lows almost. Well, as of recent, saying at 12.6. I think it's one of the bottoms for Kaspa. I think this could be a bottom for Kaspa. People have been speculating that Kaspa could come lower to these zones down here or here, which I'm not saying is improbable. It's very possible. I'll be surprised, but for the most part, I do think that we are still seeing more. We're seeing the growth in adoption with holders, and the hash rate is still rising, and the meme tokens are getting more and more adoption. So that's also going to help in bringing more liquidity, or we're going to bring more volume even. Going to bring more volume to these KRC20 tokens, which would then mean you'll probably see more of that volume then start trickling down into Kaspa. And there's still potential listings on the horizon for Kaspa as well. I've mentioned this in previous streams already with the roundtable that happened with Wolfie confirming the listing about tier 1s already want to list Kaspa. They're doing their research into it, and we're waiting for regulatory clarity, which we need the SEC to get out of the way for. Speaking of which, though, obviously the SEC are still on their rampage, so to speak, in regards to the Ripple case, of course. So the SEC did file a cross appeal, or filed an appeal at least, against Ripple and the decision made, which speculation says they were actually a day late. It's a weird one because they filed it, but it wasn't docketed till a day or two afterwards, so they weren't late, but they were late. I mean, it might just be XRP community members just, complaining for the sake of complaining. We know how they are. I know how they are, at least. But you can see here, Stuart Alderati, the chief legal officer of Ripple, stated that once again it's been made clear the court's ruling of XRP is not securities. Even though the SEC did appeal, they're not appealed that XRP is a security anymore. I'm not even appealing that they're not going to get any money in the sense of like disgorgement, right? They're not appealing any of that. They're just saying we don't agree that they didn't agree with the sales of XRP given to the employees. So, which is kind of, the centralization of it, which is, I mean, it's fair enough. But either way, the SEC actually argued this point last year, and they lost in the court already. So they're trying to re-argue that point again. They're not arguing the security issue, but re-arguing something else. So, the longer this keeps going, the more Gallagher is going to end up getting screwed up, in my opinion. And with a revamping of the SEC and more regulatory clarity, we'll start seeing mass adoption of crypto, and that will most likely result and coincide with mass adoption of XRP as well, Kaspa as well. Because again, Wolfie confirmed that many listings know of Kaspa, but they just don't want. They can't list anything. They can't do anything without getting targeted by the SEC. And this is one man who I'm also very happy about, John Deaton, who actually fought for XRP holders who were getting, targeted and they lost a lot of money for the SEC. He is currently running for senator in Massachusetts against Elizabeth Warren. She's one of the tyrants who works alongside Gary Gensler. Those two are like, her and Gary Gensler are like two peas in a pod. They are both terrible, and they both hate crypto. And John Deaton's now, debating and, having her debates against her. And we've seen two of them so far. And from what I can tell, John Deaton has completely ruined her both times, which makes me very, very happy. Calling out her corruption, which she obviously just, as a political member would do, they kind of ignore that and they're trying to make another point to, argue against it. But it's I don't think it's working, right? I think people are waking up. We have to wait and see. I hope John Deaton does win, because we need more pro-crypto candidates in America to start pushing forward crypto regulations. And I'm hoping that John Deaton can be that man to do so. But again, that's one key thing we are waiting for crypto and Kaspa is regulatory clarity. That's what I'm waiting for. So again, we've still got more announcements again with Kaspa. For example, this here. KRC20 again, of course, we've seen a lot of adoption is very, very good, but here from scrapesquad, shout out to him, we got seemingly another scam. The creator of it is the same founder who created Cooper, which we know how Cooper found out. So we go and check it out. Cooper's still here. That was a complete rug. And it's the same guy's now made Eggy. Seemingly the exact same thing. So it's good to see that some people like Escape here is looking out for the community and let people know. I'm going to be linking this right now in my Discord server under the scam section. So those, know to be careful of this token. And those who don't understand, this is on my free Discord server that I have on my YouTube homepage, in the chat right now, and also in the description, where we talk about everything from crypto to... okay, I did not do that correctly. And everything from Kaspa, of course, to other crypto projects, to market sentiments. I'm trying to, help keep the community informed about what's happening right now in this space. But yeah, got to keep in mind about that. This if anyone tries to talk about this project, don't trust them, because this definitely, you can see right now that does not look like a good project at all. And it's a founder who created Cooper, who again was a scam. So yeah, keep in mind about that. What's up, Dead Dark? Have you bought any KRC20 tickets like Pepe? I have not yet, but with all these exchanges coming out now, I will be jumping on very, very soon. I'm going to be scooping up. What I plan to scoop up some Nacho, some Caspi. Honestly, I might scoop up some Bert. Bert's doing quite well right now. But my ones I'm very, very sure I'm going to pick up is Nacho, Caspi, Kaspa, probably some Conan, most likely some Gold as well. And I am contemplating Pepe as well. Somps is a bit of a meh, and Bert I'm more confident on, but I feel not sure. And then Dog K, Dog K equally, yeah. Like Dog K, Somps and Bert are three are like, okay, I could, but I'm not that fussed. If I have excess capital that I don't really care about at all, maybe. But otherwise, then it'll be Nacho, Kaspi, Kaspa, Gold, and Conan. Those are my 5, and Pepe. I do think Pepe actually has a decent chance to do okay. Life changing wealth DCA. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's how it is right now. Kaspa, again, it could very well be a bottom. People are speculating and go. I mean, that's the thing. People who speculate is going to go lower is all TA, right? And it's something that I say, TA is important, but TA is not to do or die. TA can be very helpful to help you judge the markets, but TA is not simply just look at a chart. To analyze, where crypto is going to go effectively, for people that I know, right? You can't just look at a market, think, okay, it's going to go here, it's going to go because people who say TA as well, they always will. If you listen to TA people really, really closely, they'll always do contingency to be sure, like, oh yeah, I was right. So like people who do TAs, like, oh, Cat's going to come down here, or if it manages to hold here, and it breaks down this downwards thing, it'll break out and go up. Cool. Okay, but it's like that's why when I come to channels that talk strictly TA, I'll listen to them and see where they're getting their ranges from, and I think, okay, I see where your ranges come from, but I don't take what they say as the holy grail, because people with TA will say, oh yeah, Cat's going to come down here. Well, that's where it's come down to, and it very well could. I'm not saying they're wrong. But they also then they'll follow that up with saying, but if Kappa manages to hold on to this region for the next X amount of time, and it breaks down this downward sloping whatever, then and it breaks up here, then it'll start breaking out and then it'll go up again. I'm like, okay, so what you're saying is it could do anything. like you're saying this is the zone you're gonna look out for. If it breaks above here, it'll go up. Like, don't be wrong, it's still insightful to understand to an extent. Like, but it's saying, like, if it breaks down this downward sloping trend line, then it's going to go up. If it doesn't, it's going to go down. So the long and short of it is, look out for this line and it can go anywhere. That's why, like, for me to have a more conviction in where I think the project's going to go, I will do more than just TA. Again, my understanding of TA is very, very limited, truth be told. Again, admittedly, but my TA that I do, I mean, you can see, for me who's watched my stream for a while, my TA, I do have these zones I've drawn out, these green boxes here, which I've shown time and again, and actually accurately predicted. Look, right here, look, these have been drawn out from ages ago, and you can see these are the zones that Kaspa has corrected into, and then seeing some form of resistance or support. Like these are the zones that I drew out. So, like, I do get where the zones are for the most part, where we're going to see some resistance and support, but I also choose to look towards other elements, the real world factors, right? Oh damn, Buff Link. Thank you for watching $2 donation, my man. You're a legend. Nacho TA, just for fun, is on training view right now. Okay, well, I'll do a Nacho. Why not? I'll do it real quickly for you because you did donate me. Shout out to you, my man. Yeah, there's Nacho and CoinX. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. We have to go from the day to like probably the 30 to an hour. Let's see how an hour goes. Okay, so we do some stupid TA. Yeah, so let's get TA. Let's do some TA. What little TA? So we've got trend line here. So it looks like it could be we've got this downward sloping wedge here, right? It's broken down above that, so we could potentially see it go down lower. That's what TA would be, or something like that. It'd be like, oh yeah, so we've got downward slope, you've got this downward sloping wedge here. It's broke below this bottom one here, so we could probably see it, come down lower a little bit, blah blah blah, sort of thing. Like, that's kind of how it is. That's how I've seen people talk about TAB, something like that. You look at here, so you draw out your zones here, so you get your boxes. So you see you got a zone right here. You see it keeps bouncing off there. You got a zone here as well, bouncing off here. Zone here as well. So that's like the zones, I guess, sort of thing. But like at the same time with Nacho's getting continuous more listings, and quite rapidly. The listings right now, this is like, if Nacho gets another listing, let's say in the next week or the next like few days, it's gonna go that. Or most likely it will. But that's what I mean. Like TAs, of course, I'm not saying it's not important. I think it is to an extent. Like TA is good to help you kind of analyze where the market's going to go, and help you kind of create trading strategies, of course. But TA is not to do or die. TA is not to do or die. You need to understand more than just, oh, I've got it on the hourly. It looks weird now. It's more than just that. Like, you need to understand other market sentiments, like real world factors, like the fact that you've got hash rate still staying high. the address is still staying high, so the adoption is there still very much of the project. The price is not going up right now because it's not time for it, right? Sort of thing. And like you're seeing events. You've got stuff like this. Kaspa Innovation Summit's happening very, very soon. That's going to be very, very good to see as well. Led by Crypto Aspect, who is a core contributor and advisor to Kaspa and co-founder of Scaling Bitcoin with over 30 years of experience in systems engineering and 12 years in cryptocurrency. He's a legend who's working with Kaspa, and he's also going to be explaining smart contract elements to this workshop in a few days' time. This is the sort of stuff we need to see. This is going to be happening in 9 days from now in Hong Kong at the Kaspa Innovation Summit. I'm not saying this news is going to cause Kaspa to start pumping up. I'm not saying that at all. So don't get that confused. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that we're going to see some more adoption and more understanding of Kaspa. And the more people understand Kaspa and what they're trying to build, the more there'll be a belief in the project. The more developers come involved, the more they make the project better, the better the project will be. TA is very helpful. I do agree with TA. And that's why I use TA to an extent to understand my zones. But I look at real world factors, for example. JP Morgan says the financial markets are pricing in a Donald Trump victory and the possibility of a congressional sweep. Should this be the case? This is therefore saying that if Donald Trump wins, they're speculating that we could see a pump in crypto. Hence why you're seeing stupid amounts of wealth accumulating in Bitcoin right now. Stupid amounts. Look at that surge from 2024 beginning, and look at even how steep it's gone in more recent days. Like, it's gone parabolic because they're predicting what's going to happen in the next few weeks. That sort of stuff to me, like, okay, so we're going to see crypto surge, most likely following that, and that could also then correlate to Kaspa surging as well, potentially, most likely. So yeah, I'm not saying TA is not important. I think understanding TA is a very, very good factor. Right now, people are talking about this head and shoulders pattern right now with Kaspa. You see, you got the shoulder here, head there, shoulder there, and it's come down below that, so it's come down. That's what people be talking about right now. Head and shoulder pattern with Kaspa right now, and it could come down further, potentially down to 10 cents. But then it will say, oh yeah, if it breaks down, I don't even know what's. Yeah, if it come down here, if it keeps going somewhere here, it breaks up like that, it goes up. Like, TA is important. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not trying to completely dog on TA. I'm just saying you need to understand more than just looking at a chart. You need to understand what the other real world elements of a project, but also in the crypto space, and even financial markets, economic data can do to affect the crypto markets and the projects. Economic data suggesting that we're in a recession could cause parabolic real world factors like the situation in Israel and Iran, the missile strikes. That caused crypto to correct. That had nothing to do with TA. TA would have done nothing for you there. Absolutely nothing. That's just, oh yeah, potential war incoming, boom, crash. That's what it is. You've got to understand these elements as well on top of TA. I think, personally, it's easy to get by with just knowing real world sentiment and knowing TA. Personally, that might be a bit biased for me because I don't do too much TA. I think knowing both is very important, but I got along a lot better understanding the real world sentiments and then learning a bit of TA on the side to help me kind of judge zones. But I didn't need TA to help me understand where the product's going to go most of the time. But TA tells me this is a resistance zone right here, or a level of support here. But it doesn't mean that we're going to then just see. But again, level of support right here. But if it breaks below this, it'll go lower. Obviously, duh. Support here. If it loses the support, it'll go lower. That's what TA tells you. It tells you where a zone is. If it breaks, if it goes, it tells you where a level is. What you should look out for. If it breaks above that, expect this reaction. So it gets you analyzed, it helps develop trading strategies. But you need to understand what's happening in the real world to see if that's going to come to fruition or not. Anyways, where was I? Yes, as Thomas Keefe says, you should do these streams, be doing these daily. Leave a like, it helps it more than you know. Support the great encourager. Yep, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to try and bring some knowledge and some conviction, hopefully, back to the people who are understandably very frustrated right now with capital price action. Muscle Mike, man, welcome back to the stream. What's up, Leo? Welcome back to you. Welcome back as well. What's up, Mohammed? Welcome to the stream as well. Crash over potentially, but it's really too early to say. We've seen Kaspa come down 12 cents. Currently at 12.72 cents, up 1.015% daily time frame. We have some big events incoming for the fact that the elections are so close. The elections have historically been a very, very bullish time for crypto. Right now, Bitcoin is in October, technically speaking, because October started here. So Bitcoin right now is up 4%. Whereas Kaspa, unfortunately, Kaspa is not. Kaspa, October started here. Here. So it's right now down 20%. So Kaspa's had a very, very bad October so far. Now, that's not to say that Kaspa can't finish October. I think Kaspa still has the chance to make a run of sorts towards at least 16 cents by the end of this month, if not maybe higher. It really depends on what developments come out. Also depends on how, like, we could see Cracker Baby announce their listing at the end of this month, leading into November. We have to wait and see. If Bitcoin makes a significant rally, which right now is doing quite a big rally itself, almost 2%, towards 73k, its all-time highs, pre-election, which I think it will do, we might see the crypto and other projects start rallying in response to that as well. We are seeing a lot of manipulation with Kaspa, I believe. Still seeing a lot of people disrespecting the price. But we are seeing the growth and adoption still happening. The adoption's not slowing down at all. So, you know, if you lack conviction in the project, which is understandable, I'm not saying, you know, I'm not trying to be unempathetic here, but do your research as a Kaspa. Understand what the project's about. Understand why you hold it. And then just be happy that Kaspa's price is down and you might have the opportunity to buy cheaper Kaspa. That's what everyone else is here for, I believe. Right, that's how I feel, at least. Pika WW, please meme on Pulse Chain Deon research. Okay, well, that's a shout out from Shirley Fortress. I have no idea what that is. But there you go. I mean, yeah, that sort of stuff as well. It's Shirley Fortress. If you are interested about it and want to, again, in my Discord server, my free Discord server, I have a meme section in there as well, which has become obviously a lot more popular very recently as people have now started straying away from Kaspa, understandably. It mainly started out as a crypto server, but mainly it was people that joined it. But now it's talking about more things than just Kaspa. We talk about a bit of Sui on occasion, just market sentiment. Of course, mainly Kaspa, but also about memes as well. So if you want to talk about other projects in the space, then come join it. Feel free to join in the chat right now. Kaspa started dropping bad the moment Shai started being political. The rest of the Kaspa developers are not like that. I mean, you're not incorrect in the sense that it is coincidence that we did see Kaspa start. I mean, we saw that Kaspa started dropping, you know, came down a crash, came here, came down, came back up. KRC20 launched here, was here. The missile strikes in Israel. Well, the missile strikes happened here. So Kaspa was already down to 16 cents by the time that, you know, missile strikes happened. And then, of course, Shai was talking about it, which I think is fair enough to talk about it. You know, it's his families and friends who are getting... I don't even know what word to use. There's no word in the dictionary that I can use to describe how bad it is. That he's having to experience what's going on. His family and friends are the ones getting, you know, brutalized. And he can't do anything about it. It's his page. I mean, I understand the sentiment behind being political in a situation like this could cause bad FUD to a project, bad, you know, sentiment behind it. But I think it's his right. It's his right to talk about what he wants to. And if people don't like that fact, that's fine. But you don't have to be in the project then. It's not a problem at all. People are not gonna. People like end of the day, he's a human being. He can express what he wants. The same way how people express what they want to about other political issues. Whether you express them publicly or not, I know he's a face of Kaspa, but either way, it's his page. You don't like it, block him. Simple as that. Hello, Kaspa holders. I'm not worried. I'm loading more. Big up to you, DD. Afternoon, Jay. I bought the posted evidence and price pumped. You're welcome. There you go. There you go. Back up to you, Kaspa Frog. He joined my server yesterday and he has been a laugh already. He immediately jumped in and said, yep, I bought Kaspa, so Kaspa's going to dump today, and it did. And yeah, as Buffalo says, hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe for more, helping out more than you know. Do you know if Telegram bot will support KAS NFTs when they're available? I do not know. But I can see if I can try and find that out for you. I'm sure, again, Buffalo, if you're in my server, you can ask, and I think someone in my server will know them out as well. Because people, again, when I don't know, people in my server tend to know as well. Cody, even Leroy, Mr. Miles, Muscle Mike as well, recently as well, Kaspa God. Those 5 in particular right now have been very, very helpful, and I'm sure they can answer your question if I can't. Either way, I'd like to believe they would in the future, because, you know, Telegram bot, I imagine they would do in the future. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, DOGE, yeah, I mean, DOGE, I've heard a bit about it. I just speak about it briefly here from Crypto Alice at the, you know, they're on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, major exchanges, third incoming on the table, they're just a FUD, and I've heard a lot about it. Obviously, the fact that it's 100% pre-minted is a cause for concern for many people who are obviously Kaspa holders because, well, we hold Kaspa because it's centralized. It's fair launch. This is not fair launch. But either way, it seems to be doing okay. My bearish nature and my FUD nature around DOGE has rescinded a little bit. I don't plan necessarily on getting into it, but maybe it'll do okay. Because one argument I saw, which I think I do agree with to an extent, is the fact that people want fair launch. Of course, we do want fair launch. We want it to be fair, and little to zero chance of rug pulling. Although it being fair launch doesn't mean it's going to do well, as proven from Cooper. That was fair launch, and that was a rug. So it doesn't just because it's fair launch doesn't mean it's not going to rug. But either way, the argument being made with the fact that because DOGE, completely pre-minted, and the team, they burnt 50%, so they have less supply in there. Also, the team have their own tokens. They can use that as the capital they need to then get the listings quicker because they have the money to give to the exchanges. I think that's actually a relatively decent idea. I think it's a good idea. It's just obviously a bit of worry. Think, what if they just take all the money out? So again, I mean, this thing I just said, it's the same thing with any project. Just always issue caution whenever you're investing. That's as simple as that. Especially in memes, because memes are the ones that have a higher liability of rugging because, well, they're memes. There's nothing backing them besides just the community and a cult-like incentive. On the 11th, on the 20th, I forgot, yeah, I'm in the UK, so 11/20 to me would be 11th of, but obviously there's no 20th, so yeah, on the 20th of November, 2023, Kaspa went down and bounced back. On the 21st of February, 2024, the same bounce back. Be patient. I have a good bag of Hoppy. It's nice at the moment, but I'll be happier when Kaspa bounce back. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people in my community have been talking about likes of Turbo, Hoppy, some other ones as well that I've been getting a lot of traction. I'm going to quickly look through it and find it. So I'll just quickly look for other ones talking about. I'm seeing stuff about people other small projects like Baby Pepe, Goat's one I've been seeing a lot about, which I actually do hold a little bit of Goat, because it's an AI project that was kind of built around. It was a meme token built around AI sort of thing, or AI funded it. So it's like, oh wow, okay, that's quite interesting sort of thing. But yeah, that's like, you're seeing meme tokens gain a lot of traction right now. So I think that's why a lot of people again, I mean, other content creators right now, if you look through Kaspa Twitter or Kaspa YouTube right now, a lot of the Kaspa YouTube channels are talking a lot about memes, which is fair enough. You're welcome to do that. I think again, I said I used to hate memes. Now I dislike them because I just it just jars me. But I understand that you can make a lot of money through memes, and if you want to flip that profit into other projects that have good utility, then fine. I think that's a good thing to do, and that's why I've been getting into memes myself a little bit now, and I made a little bit of money from it already. When I haven't made enough money from it, and I think it's the time I'll flip that profit into Kaspa personally. But a lot of them are talking about memes right now, and I think it's not a bad thing to do. So a lot of people be getting into memes, and that's what we're talking about a little bit more. I'm not going to be publicizing memes on my channel so much. I might say, oh yeah, I've seen Turbo's done well, or Hoppy's done well, or yeah, Goat. People talk about Moondang and all that stuff ages ago as well. I'll talk about it a little bit, but I'm not going to say, yeah, I'm not going to give TA on stuff like that because it's not my area of expertise, and I don't want to show you a project that could end up rugging. That's the last thing I want to do. Well, why talk about Kaspa then? Well, because I don't think Kaspa's going to rug. Because Kaspa's fair, launch proof of work, low pre-allocations, chance of it rugging is very, very small, if little to none. DOGE Perth 50% on supply a few days ago. Don't miss out. Yeah, I know. It seems to be doing okay. KRC20 pays above 5 million. I think it's at 50% discount right now. I mean, yeah, a lot of these KRC20 tokens, ultimately, all of them right now are very, very cheap because a lot of them haven't got the adoption yet with no listings. Either no listings or little to no listings. Most of them only have the DEX, Change Finance. But some of the other ones who are bigger, like some Nacho, Caspi, Kaspa, even Conan now, Goad, Somps. I don't know if Goad actually has one yet. Haven't seen anything. I have to look into that. But Somps I know, and equally then in DOGE, they have listings. Either incoming or already confirmed or already on. So they're ones that are going to be getting more adoption and more attention right now. Hence why you're seeing the volume of these projects going parabolic. Like for these four tokens that have only been out for 3 weeks, coming up to 4 weeks now, so a month almost. Wait, no, has been a month now. Either way, a month, and you're seeing this sort of volume is very impressive. If anyone is worried about Kaspa going to zero, you should sell and move to something else. If this Kaspa dead after 40% correction happened before, yeah, again, I've showed that in previous streams once more, and you're completely right, Muscle Mike. We right now, from its all-time high, of 20.7 cents. We are down right now 40%. At the absolute lowest, it was 42 cents, right? 42%, right? So we've seen some significant corrections right now of Kaspa. People are saying it's dead. But then you drag the chart back on numerous occasions. You can see here, this correction was actually more, 46%. This correction was less here. But then you come down further to the early days before Kaspa had this big pump. That was what, 35%? Yeah, 35% there. You have this correction here from 4 cents down to its bottom at 1.1 cents. That's a 70% correction. 70% correction. So we've seen massive correction with Kaspa, but then look at where it's at right now. This is a 40% correction. We've seen much worse in the past. Before it jumped from 5 cents to 15 and became widely known as the best project in the space. It's had the best run up in any crypto project ever in a bear market. So people who are worried about the project, that's fine. You don't have to be here. But we are just simply early, in my opinion. That's all we are. And yeah, this is obviously massively late to this now, but it's obviously talking about the Nacho TA. Yeah, the downwards facing dog holding a cup, forming a V-shaped recovery on the double top. Yeah, you know what? I think I heard that one as well. I think they abbreviated it to something like just 100% gains or something like that. It was some weird nickname to it. But yeah, the TA is amazing. Kaspa is the most easy holding choice I've ever made, and I've been through 2022 hell when everything crashed and everyone was screaming crypto is dead. Kaspa 24% is laughable to me. Yeah. That's what it is. That's all it comes down to. Right now, this is just a shakeout in my opinion. People are lacking their conviction. That's fine. I'll hold on to Kaspa, as people like Muscle Mike and everyone else I believe will do as well. And when the FUDs come back, when the FUDs, realise that they're late to it and they come back either changing their opinion or just leave in general, it will, no, I won't even take notice to it, to be honest. I'm already stopping to take notice to it. Yeah, jokes aside, TA helps you determine entry and sending points. But yeah, precisely what I was saying. That's big about it. TA helps you decide entry points and selling points, but it does not mean the project's going to do this. Because again, it's a flip of the coin. If Kaspa's currently down at 12.8 cents, we're seeing a lot of people talking right now. Head and shoulders, as I mentioned, do this small head and shoulders pattern right here. Shoulders, head, shoulders, coming down right now. Right now, people are talking about this 3 bottom here we're seeing. Triple bottom, higher lows right now. And people are saying this is one of the bottoms for Kaspa due to the power law and everything else. People say it could come down further to 10 cents. And then people are saying, yeah, if Kaspa manages to, it was some other zone I think I saw. I think it might have been this one here. I saw someone talk about this downwards wedge here. If it breaks, if it does that, so if it breaks here, they don't go up. I'm like, yeah, of course it will. It's good to understand that. But if it doesn't break, it'll come down. Like, okay, cool. So like it helps you understand where the market should be heading towards for a project, but it doesn't mean the project's going to do that. It's a guide. As anything isn't a guide. If everyone could call the markets properly, we'd all be billionaires. Calling the market is not a guaranteed thing. It's a hard thing to do. All you can do is make estimates and predictions and hope you're correct. People who have more knowledge will help get more accurate predictions, a higher percentage of correction. But no one's 100% correct. Even Warren Buffett is not 100% correct. He's better, of course, because he has the facilities and the backing to do so, but they also understand insider information, of course, but also understand the fact that, people who have the capital, the money, they can control the markets more, so they can actually be more correct. People who don't, people like us, for the most part of them, we have to try and make predictions where the market's going to go. Right now, the sentiment still seems to be selling Kaspa, even though the adoption is still growing. Adoption is still growing, hash rate is still rising, but the price is still correcting. Could come down further. I'm not saying it can't. But I'm saying right now we're seeing KRC20 tickers going off more and more listings, very, very bullish. We're seeing volume for Kaspa still rise, like going parabolic yesterday, so the project's not dead. Not dead. So you need to understand that we're just in a period of consolidation or correction period. As no project's going to go up. Let's be realistic. Not every project can go up. We have 4% correction. Chill out. So the FUD that's coming around right now, while it's warranted, I just issue you to be logical and don't be emotional. I forgot Bigger Bagger said yesterday, and I want to remember it now. But that was a very, very good saying. I should have quoted it. I'm going to have to look it up again. Death spiraling signal collapse. Yeah, sure. FYI, Pepe is not crowdfunding for the next listing. They are holding their VC in their Telegram group on Saturday. Okay, well, thank you very much for letting me know, Dead Duck. But that's good information to know either way. Yes, so they're not crowdfunding anymore. So they're actually they're not crowdfunding. They're holding a VC in the Telegram group on Saturday night. So that's good to hear. But either way, again, this could be good to see Pepe get more listings. That's what matters, right? Welcome back to the Crypto Pamps. Yeah, you know it. Just for funsies, you should sell $5 on Kaspa and buy a coffee. Post it on socials like my 5,000. Oh gosh, no. You know what? Yeah, it was just a funny idea. If I did that, I'll be so mad. Even for a light-hearted joke. If I was, if I had the money to do that, if I was a whale, right? What's $5 to me, right? Yeah, sure. I'm not a whale. I'm a humble Kaspa holder. I'm not going to tell you how much I hold because that's personal. I can tell you my allocation of my portfolio is 70% Kaspa, but I'm a humble Kaspa holder. I don't want to give away $5 to $5 for Kaspa. That'd be hilarious though. My $5,000 coffee, and then the thing is that I would get trolled so hard, and Mr. Miles in particular, he would ridicule me. I know he would say, "Oh, you're an idiot for buying Kaspa with coffee." But it was a funny idea though. Maybe when we're all rich, I'll do it. We're buying 2K worth. Hopefully, it's better than I made. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Make sure you understand what it is you're holding. But I think Kaspa's a good project to hold, personally. Bert is shooting through the roof. Yeah, no, Bert is doing numbers right now. Like, I'm going to refresh the page to see if it's actually done anything more, but it's doing crazy. And I think Bert's only on Change Finance right now. It's gone even higher. Almost 5 million market cap, 322% rise. That is doing crazy numbers. I think it's only on the Change Finance Dex file. So that's very impressive. No major centralized exchanges just yet. So if it gets that, that'll be huge. Never forget Pepe was flooded at the 150 million market cap because of its mega hat. 1 year later, is now 5 million market cap. I mean, yeah, there are many projects as well in this space that have been flooded for their lack of utility, their lack of price action, and they flood it. Kaspa's not the first one. It won't be the last either. But it's understanding what you hold and having the conviction to hold it, and to understand that just because everyone's flooding it doesn't make it die. Of course, there are times where it can happen, but you got to have your own conviction. You don't have your hand held. Don't be a paper hand. You don't need to have your hand held. You can use people like me to understand why we hold the project, but then do your own research to have the conviction to hold it yourself. Or better still, come join our free Discord and find out what everyone else in my server holds, Kaspa and any other project they hold. That's all we're talking about in there. I say that, no. We do talk about others. We talked about Doctor Who a while back. I think, was it football? I've got people taking piss out of me because I'm from England, from Britain, and saying that I don't wash my plates with soap. Or something like that. I'm like, no, that's incorrect. But of course, the Americans love taking the piss out of me. What's up, people? Welcome back to the stream. Dog K is cool is a meme, and like 9% of the memes are not fair launch. So what does that mean? That it will be bad? Does it mean it will be good? Treat out every other meme. Precisely. Every meme could be risky. We've seen fair launch memes that have been bad. 100% minted memes that have been equally as bad. Just because it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but you just be careful. Of course, if you're a Kaspa holder, you'll be more careful about anything that's not fair launch. Bitcoin broke through the sell wall, and pump is nice. Yeah, it broke. You see the zones right now. I did say if it broke through, that's not the one I want to remove. I said if it broke through this level here, again my limited TA, but I can now look at the market. I've done enough TA. I've done TA enough now to where I can kind of look at a market and judge a zone to an extent. So I see that. So that was a zone here I deemed. So right now next one's going to be 70k, around here. That's the next zone. The zones are quite incremental with Bitcoin. Of course, it's a very, very big coin, but that's the next one we've got to break out of. But right now, it's pushing towards 70k. That would be huge. I do think we'll see Bitcoin probably in and around this region here pre-election, which is about 2 to 3 weeks from now. And we'll see a very, very big pump following that, I hope, depending on who wins. But I'm hoping to see Bitcoin make a quick run towards 80k. Again, could be wrong. It might be a case of people hoping that doesn't happen and people can start funding Bitcoin again. We have to wait and see. Regulatory clarity will allow Trinity to flood into the market. That's what I'm waiting for. That's why I'm holding crypto, because I do believe regulatory clarity will allow crypto to really take off. We have to wait for Gary Gensler to be removed, though. That's what I'm waiting for. This guy to get out of office. Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler, just get him out. Just get him out. Got the news like this though from Radar. Bank of America warns that gold may be the last safe haven as US Treasuries face risk of surging national debt. That is very, very bad news, of course. I talk about this because remember Live Think mentioned that you can also utilize Bitcoin, crypto, as a hedge against inflation, a hedge as a similar thing to gold. So keep in mind right now, because this is what Larry Fink said, not just me, Matt Larry Fink. Effectively now, when they're talking about gold, you can now, to an extent, correlate that to crypto, Bitcoin in particular, but crypto in general. So Bank of America is basically saying, yeah, gold is going to be used the last safe haven because the United States screwed up. So that's why we're seeing crypto rise more. That's why you're seeing institutions get more and more, because that's why you're seeing whales accumulate more and more Bitcoin, right? This is also something to me that's proof of the previous post. Unrealized losses by US banks 7 times higher than the 2008 financial crisis. That is nuts. Of course, there's more money in the economy right now, but either way, 7 times higher than 2008. 2008, of course, being one of the worst financial crises in history, and it's worse than that by 7 times. I saw a video that I posted in my group chat yesterday, in my server yesterday, from Professor St. Onge here, which basically kind of leans to the fact being that we may actually be and may have been in a recession since 2022. Information again, this all available on my free Discord server. Go check it out for yourself. But this is sort of mind-opening things you need to understand, that our economy is not in a good spot right now. That's why people start jumping to crypto. And we'll have to see where it goes from here. But I'm getting into crypto because I want to be able to survive what inevitable outcome will happen following the desired economy in right now. That's where I'm at least. That's my personal belief. And the KRI of Kaspa is going to help Kaspa transform the sector. All the same news. We're seeing Rust, is still on its way. Seeing more developments happening that day by day. Exchange holders, we check a look at that. Exchange holders right now still near all-time high levels, so we're seeing exchanges accumulate more and more Kaspa. Hash rate's high. Wallets are going up more and more. Kaspa's not dead. Simple as that. I hate to tell everyone but Kaspa may be looking dead until the 52-week low end of it. From what I see is that we'll be picking up around October 2025 and it should rocket. If you think Kaspa's not going to do anything till October 2025, then fair enough. That sounds quite excessive to me. But we'll have to wait and see. Again, TA is not the do or die of everything. Like, with how much money could have flooded into crypto, I think it's, and again with Grayscale, if you're looking at the more imminent factors, again, tier 1 listings, Grayscale, all that sort of stuff, that's going to help Kaspa start taking off in price. We're going to see more people in crypto than ever before. When Kaspa had the tier 1s, that's going to be big news. Again, it's not what you should be in Kaspa for, but if you want Kaspa price action, those things will become soon enough, in my opinion. Like Sangoku and Kudin Tower, we need a magical stick to... That was... Wait, okay. Like Sangoku and Kudin Towers, we need the magic stick to go up to the God Sanctuary, and we have to stay focused like Master Yoda. Sure. Yeah. Sure. That sounds like something I heard on crypto Twitter, I'm not going to lie. Some very weirdly, like, I don't know, like, very, my brain's rocks, my man. Telling the market is superior than trying to time it. Yep, there you go. I'm screenshotting that. I'm going to save it forever. It's going to be my new saying now. I'm going to put it in my Discord server so I can find it actually. I'll even quote you so it's fine. Bingo bango. Quote. And that's going to be my new thing now. And I'm going to pin it so I can find it. Because that is going to be my new saying. Because that is so zen. Bitcoin is flying. Bitcoin is doing very, very well right now. Either I'll buy a coffee or pay $5 laundromat. I think the laundromat what would be better? What would be worse? Buying Kaspa with coffee or buying Kaspa for laundromat? Either way, none of it's worth, but which would be more? Which would be worse? Both terrible ideas. I love it. Got into Bert. Yeah, Bert's not what I've been hearing about. Yeah, Bert at 600k market cap was late last night, and I saw it instantly, and I knew it'd be better Kaspa. I mean, yeah, Bert's seemingly doing some serious numbers right now. So big up to you for getting into Bert at 600k. You made a very, very big gain already. You're up what? 6, 7, 8, 8x? Yeah, 8x almost. So in market cap at least, that's very, very big to you. Big up to you, my man. I've just seen people talking about, yep, okay, cool. okay, so that's that at least. So I've got through that. So I mean, yeah, I guess the ultimate point of this stream again is just keep vigilant. I still believe knowledge is power, and I reiterate that every single stream. But I think being knowledgeable is a skill in scarce demand. A lot of people who invest into crypto ape into stuff without knowing anything. They follow someone who seems to be a big name, and they follow them not understanding that they could actually drug them. If you want to be able to make it in this space, you need to be able to understand certain elements of crypto and projects. You need to be able to do your own research, know how to do your own research. And of course, I understand being early to crypto. I was early to crypto once. Doing research is very, very hard to do. You don't know where to look at least. That's also why I have the server. To give people an understanding of where to look for information. YouTube's a great place, of course, to find out about a project, but as you could probably imagine, and you probably already know, YouTubers can be very, very biased. I mean, maybe I'm biased about Kaspa. YouTubers can be very, very biased, so you can't take YouTubers and KOLs, and you can't take them as a holy grail and the messiah of information. I think I do a better job than most people because I also provide information and sources to my information, so you can also then look into it yourself and make your own decisions. But I'm not going to say I'm the messiah of information by any means. I think you need to do your own research, and the best way to do that is to hopefully go into YouTubers and find what they're saying, and then also find out what they're talking about, where they're getting the sources from, and then trying to find out what they're saying is true. When I went into Kaspa, found out what they were doing, didn't believe in it. Came back a few months later, looked into it again. I was like, okay, that was true for me not believing in it. I'm talking way, way earlier. I looked at Kaspa when it was like 3 cents, way back here. Didn't believe in it. Came down, I was like, yeah, I was right. 70% correction. Came up to 5 cents. I was like, okay, I made a mistake. I looked into it again. I was like, okay, no, this project's very, very good, and I got into it. So that's just me personally, at least. Me personally. The correct saying this is time in the market beats timing in the market. That's pretty much what you said, no? You said time in the market is superior than trying to time it. I mean, yeah, more or less the same thing. But that the saying, I think the saying is boss. I think the saying is very, very cool. Because it's like, it actually is just true. If you're trying to time the markets, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle. But if you're spending time in the market and you're DCing into it, you'll do okay. What's the point of referral code? I'll let you know, man. I'll link it for you right now. It's all my video. Most of my videos have them in here. The last video I made. So it's right here. I mean, it's right on this channel here. So you can just actually wait. I can just load it up either way. But our referral code is actually let me just find it for my server because I actually link it in my server. Or at least link it to someone in my server. My referral code is this. Quick Crypto KAS. That's my referral code. You can use that. And if you sign up actually to Pionex through my referral link, through my invitation link, so through the invitation link with my referral link, and you deposit at least 100 USDT, you actually get an extra 10 USDT, which is pretty cool. So again, more free money, and you can put it into Kaspa if you choose to, which I think Kaspa is a sound bet, in my personal opinion. Again, not financial advice. That saying is true for Bitcoin, but not for most altcoins. Don't hold through multiple cycles. Okay, I think I've missed a conversation here. I'm driving and I'm Santiago. It may have some pumps, but it's probably going to take off until October 2025. I mean, okay, so yeah, I understand what Israel was trying to say. He's trying to say that it's not going to do anything till then. It's just that it might have a significant pump in then, but that would be in the start of a bear cycle. Like October 2025 is like that should be the ideal peak of this bull cycle. So it's not taking up to the very, very end, or even as the bear market starting. I mean, you've seen other projects do it. I'm not saying it's impossible. You've seen other projects take off a little bit later, but I would like to believe it would be happening a lot earlier. We'll have to wait and see, of course. Again, the reason to get into Kaspa is for what it's building with the KRI, how it's going to be an integral part of the monetary system. But if you wanted price action, don't get into Kaspa because you have tier 1 still not here, no smart contracts here, no 10 BPS here yet, Grayscale now involved. If you want price action for Kaspa, those things are going to help. Simple as that. But anyways, that's going to be it for the stream today. Again, thank you everyone very much for watching. If you enjoy the streams, leave a like, share, subscribe for more. I'll be back again same time tomorrow, you know, and I need to get that quote up from Beeves once more. Bingo Bango, I apologize, Bingo Bango, which says, time in the market is superior than trying to time at the market. Simple as that. If you just do your research, you'll be okay. I promise you that. And yeah, tier 1s will come, liquidity will come, and Kas Price will in due time rise. But yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow.